Point Pleasant, West Virginia. We all know they're hiding something. We all know it. But what are they hiding? What could it possibly be? Well, when I was in like freshman year, I had a weird phase in my life when I got really into searching up random shit about Mothman because a girl in my class thought it was funny. So that's where I'm at. But I searched it up, and apparently they have a statue of Mothman erected in Point Pleasant, which is fucking weird because apparently it was like a creature that terrorized their fucking everything, and they made a giant statue of him. And if you search up the Mothman statue that's erected in Point Pleasant, you will see that every single photo without fail is taken from the front. Now, why is that? Why would they take photos of a humanoid Mothman specifically from the front? What are they hiding? That's exactly what I thought. I'm so glad we are on the same fucking page. If you turn around the statue from Point Pleasant, West Virginia of Mothman, a terror to the place that erected that statue, you will find that the sculptor decided it was a good idea to give Mothman the biggest fucking ass I've ever seen in my life. As I listed on my script, hot dog abs, curly cues of chest hair, and if you turn that bitch around, an ass that won't quit. Now, I don't know when I made this script, but I'm deviating from it because oh my god. But anyways, whoever made this fucking statue, they had no right making a creature of the night that fucking thick, and I refuse to believe that anyone who did it is going to the afterlife. Okay, so in the 60s, what Mothman did, he harassed some couples and like tried to break into their fucking vehicles. For some reason, the couple was always in a car, and he just fucking stalked the shit out of them, and apparently had a part to play in collapsing a fucking bridge. Now, that's really fun and cool and awesome. I don't know why they had to make a fucking sexy moth in the center of Point Pleasant, but they did it. But like, of course there wasn't actually a fucking giant moth chasing people around, but like the theories people had about what it could be also didn't make any sense. Like, this one dude thought Mothman was a crane, like a fucking bird, which I don't know how multiple eyewitnesses could be stupid enough to think that a fucking, like, one eyewitness said he was going like 100 miles per hour chasing after their car. So I don't know how a fucking crane did that shit. Some other people thought it was also an elaborate prank that got very out of hand, which, I mean, like, dude, I have no fucking idea. I wasn't there. Other people took the first theory a little bit farther, and they were like, he's a nuclear crane. Because it was hypothesized the crane made its home in the TNT area, which was a series of nearby bunkers used for manufacturing munitions during World War II. So it was suggested that bunkers had leaked toxic materials into neighboring wildlife preserves, which would deform the bird and make it fucking Mothman. Now, that's some kind of like superhero Spider-Man bullshit. So I don't think a crane fucking morphed into a goddamn moth boy. That's not what I'm thinking. But honestly, at this point, it doesn't matter, because now all he is a 12-foot metal statue in Point Pleasant with the thickest ass known to man, and there's nothing we can do about it. What a fucking champion. He really just fucked with people, disappeared, and now has a detailed statue of his man ass erected in a public space. Fucking honestly, I fucking wish. Okay, now, I know what you're thinking after hearing this harrowing tale. What about the other cryptids, and what's happening with those fellas? Oh boy, is that the entire reason that I made this video. It all starts with Timmy down the street claiming he saw a 12-foot bipedal mouse eat his dog, and suddenly there's rumors about Rat Man hiding in the forest at night and beheading kids that don't eat their vegetables. That's, like, honestly, that shit's fucking made up, but I would not be surprised if some small town in like fucking Florida or something had the exact same tale. Seriously, it's a bizarre process though. Sometimes it spawns from seemingly nothing, but more interestingly, some come about from an incident or a chain of incidents. Either way, sightings and stories, regardless of legitimacy, breathe life into the little fetus of an idea that then goes on to become a cryptid. One of the first ones I'm going to cover has no clear incident and a hell of a lot of variations. I don't know where these spawned from. Like, every single source that I've looked at has no clear incident. Like, there is nowhere that these things specifically came from. In some states there's like a little bit of a backstory that makes some sense, but in general it's just basically a whole bunch of cannibalistic babies with big heads that run by people in Whistler Road in Lake County, Ohio. These fellas aren't state specific either. Apparently these little cretins kick it in Michigan and Connecticut too, which I fucking hate, because they couldn't just be confined to Ohio, they fucking spread. Now, in Ohio, there's a lot of variations of the Melonhead story. The first one being that there's some sort of secret government experiment on human subjects that authority really fucking tries to cover up. Apparently people think this because cops are like, stop talking about the Melonheads to them, but like, if I fucking lived there and people kept talking to me about how cannibalistic babies are roaming the forests, I'd probably also tell them to shut the fuck up. Like, Martha, I think I'd know if a group of child cannibals with enlarged heads lived near my fucking home. The next two theories in Ohio of these fucking babies involve this doctor man that's called Dr. Crow. And this dude, and where he came from and why his name is specifically mentioned, all of that is never brought to light. It's just something that kind of spawned from like repetition of this tale over the years. But one thing's for certain about Dr. Crow, he is a fucking bitch. In one of these stories, he acquires some people to experiment on through illegal means and fucks their heads up. That's basically it. Most of his experiments include lobotomies, so in this story, the Melonheads are docile and slow, which is very unlike the fucking speed racer cannibal children I've known. When these fellas get out of line, Dr. Crow simply kicks them back into his neck of the woods, and all is right with the world. This last one is the most detailed and probably the most popular because of that fact. In this one, Dr. Crow lives with his wife in a cabin in the woods. They care for a group of children with hydrocephalus, I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure, thus the swollen heads. And because they deviate from the norm, all the locals fucking make fun of these literal goddamn infants and call them Melonheads, which somehow sticks. And so I guess like their fucking parents also called them Melonheads, which is really fucked up. Miss Crow, which is Dr. Crow's wife, doesn't like that because they're her fucking kids, and if she was fine with that, I would question her parenting. And so she cradles them into her bosom, protecting them from the outside world. And they're like, oh yes, you are my mom, love you. And then she fucking dies. There's no discernible reason why she dies, she just fucking does. So the kids go batshit, of course. Dr. Crow's like, stop it. And then that didn't work because the kids fucking, I don't know, probably heard about his alternate universe assholery. And then a lit lantern was knocked to the floor and the fucking tussle between these fellas and set the whole cabin ablaze. And now the Melonheads roam the woods as like ghosts. So that's epic and cool. It would be so simple and easy if it was just in Ohio, but nope, it's not, baby. In Michigan, they're like super into the idea that Melonheads have to do with the Felt Mansion in a town named Holland. They attribute their origin to the Junction Insane Asylum near Felt Mansion, which, by the way, literally does not fucking exist. It has never existed. There's no proof of it existing. They fled the insane asylum because, like, they're not the best place to be, and then they started killing people because, like, epic. So, Michigan's, like, pretty into cannibalism, but, like, Connecticut, you want to talk? They're, like, the most into cannibalism. And also, for some reason, inbreeding. In these stories, the Melonheads either survived an insane asylum fire and took refuge in the woods, and then became fucking cannibals and started inbreeding in their own little society, or were members of the Shelton Trumbull family tree and got exiled for witchcraft. And in this instance, they also took refuge in the woods. So basically, both of these stories are essentially, in some way, shape, or form, they get fucking they can't live here anymore. They gotta go in the fucking woods. What the woods means, I don't know. It's somewhere. They create a little society where they inbreed hella and are cannibals for fun. And that's it. That's nice. Now this next one. Oh boy, this next one. This is the wonderful story of the Loveland Frogman. As his name entails, he is from Loveland, Ohio. Ohio? What the fuck, by the way? Ohioans? Ohio survivors? Are you fucking alright? It all started 3:30 a.m., May 1955, when an unnamed businessman witnessed an unholy sight along a stretch of road along Miami River in Claremont County, right outside of Loveland, Ohio. He claims to have witnessed at least one bipedal reptilian 3 to 4 foot creature with a distinct frog head. In some of my sources, he witnesses multiple. And in one of my sources, this man claims that one of them raised a wand above its head and sparks shot out of the wand. This made him run away. Just take this moment to have that sink in. But this isn't the end of the Frogman. Oh no, that would be too simple. Decades later, 1972, more people see it. More people see it. March 3rd, 1972, Officer Ray Shockey passed the Miami River. That was a fucking mistake. He thought he saw a dog, but instead was met to a 3 to 4 foot tall frogman crouched over like your local crackhead. Motherfucker jumped over the guardrail and into the river, never to be seen again. Never to be seen again for 14 days, that is, because Officer Mark Matthews, Shockey's colleague, was also moseying about outside of Loveland. Dumbass thinks he sees roadkill and stops. Idiot. Frogman. Frogman. Frogman fucking darts away, looking to make his escape once more. But Matthews isn't having that shit. He tries to shoot this poor little frog boy. He tries to fucking shoot him. Bastard. In one version, he succeeds and shows Shockey the body. In another, he fails and my sweet little crouton escapes scot-free. Oh fucking boy. But no, it's not over. We couldn't just leave the tale of Frogman be. In 1999, Mark Matthews says it was an iguana that he saw. And or possibly shot. Like, listen, I don't really believe in the validity of cryptids, but like, come the fuck on. Are you kidding me? Iguana. A quadrupedal reptile. Not 3 to 4 foot tall. Not 3 to 4 foot fucking tall. Frogman. Bipedal, 3 to 4 foot fucking tall, and user of the arcane arts. How can you get those two fucking mixed up? How does that happen? How does that happen? How did you make that happen? But anyways, Matthews, we know it's bullshit. Show us the fucking Frogman corpse right now. We're not done yet though. No. The tale of the Frogman has not reached its fucking conclusion yet. No, there was a sighting in 2016. What the actual shit, you ask? And to that I say same. A couple playing Pokemon Go, yeah, that's fucking right, you heard me, claimed to have seen Frogman in 2016, even taking these lovely photographs. Now that's fucking wild in of itself, but the funnier part is Matthews, like the cop who claimed to have seen the Frogman and shot the Frogman earlier, heard somebody was talking about the Frogman again and took action. August 5th, 2016, fucking salt and bastardism dripping from his brow. This dude goes out of his way to talk to a fucking reporter and repeat that it was an iguana he bore witness to that fateful night in March after seeing the dastardly Frogman show his face in the news once more. What the fuck? He's really mad about the fucking frogman. Like, did he lie? Did he lie and he's like trying to make up for his sins? Like, what did he do? Did he act like Matthews, by keeping on mentioning that you didn't see the frogman, it makes it seem like you really did see the frogman. But yeah, man, it's fucking crazy that human beings have the power to take a couple instances or even an idea and turn it into a tangible creature to fear. It's happened for centuries and it will continue to happen until the earth shimmies right into the fucking sun. People making up weird shit and other people going along with it is a plague that will forever curse our species. But baby, that's what this channel is about, because god damn it do I love weird shit. This video really does not have much of a message besides, holy shit, have you heard of the Loveland Frogman? If not, here he is. I hope you fucking enjoyed this wild ride. I hope I fucking defeated some of your brain cells. Just fucking half your brain cells wiped out. I hope to god that is the fucking effect that I had on your life today. So have a good one. And I'll see you next time I think of something fucking weird to record and edit for a week.